All right, good morning. Welcome to episode 6 of the Blaine Fleece and Fiber vlog for 2018, which will probably extend into 2019, but we'll see how it goes. I'm Jennifer, and I am the owner and chief shepherdess of Blaine Fleece and Fiber. And today's episode is going to be about Sam, who you can see laying there with his noble Roman nose. But I'll get to him in just a second. Wanted to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in and seeing what's going on with the 10 sheep here at BFF. And if you are on social media, and I'm pretty sure nearly everybody on the planet is now, you can find me on Facebook at Blaine Fleece and Fiber, on Instagram, Blaine Fleece and Fiber, and our Ravelry group is also, of course, Blaine Fleece and Fiber. And that's really the place to go for spinners and knitters and folks who want to work with the fibers that I produce and that my sheep produce. We have monthly, well, actually yearly alongs. We're currently doing a spin your goal along and a knit, crochet, weave your goal along. And those are designed so that you figure out exactly, how much you think you can do, how much you want to accomplish. Some of us are using it as a stash down because I think many of us have so much stash. So we're trying to encourage each other to, use up that stash. And obviously, since I've got sheep that grow gorgeous wool, I want to encourage you all to try out their wool. I have 4 different breeds. Oh my gosh, Sam yawning. That was so cute. Oh, my heart melts. Every time I see a sheep yawn, it's just, they're so cute because their little mouths can't open very wide. Okay, back to what I was saying. Oh my goodness, you're sleepy boy today. You're so cute. Want to encourage you to try out my 4 breeds. I have Icelandics, Finn sheep, Hampshire Suffolk crosses, and of course 1 blue-faced Leicester, who I'm going to talk about today. So, as far as upcoming updates with Blaine Fleece and Fiber, I want to tell you guys about this before I move on to Sam. Next month, I'm going to start promoting and putting on sale my Blaine Fleece and Fiber sheep sampler packs. And what these will be are lovely little gift boxes with 1 ounce from each of my sheep, so you'll end up with 10 ounces total. And there will be other nifty little goodies in there that I have planned out that I'm not going to tell you about yet because they're surprises. But these will go on sale next month, and for those of you who are not spinners, I'm going to offer 3 limited spots, just 3 spots, for me to spin that wool for you so that you end up with yarn to play with instead of the fiber. So those will be listed separately on the website. So what you'll see when these go on sale is you'll see sheep sampler packs fiber, and then you'll see sheep sampler packs yarn. And like I said, there will be a limited number. I'm thinking 3 right now. It might be 2. I have to kind of look and see my schedule and how much spinning I can get done, plus how much fiber I have. So, because this is also going to be kind of a limited edition thing because I only have a certain amount left of Black Velvet's roving that I've held on to for this. Her fall fleece just sold to somebody who makes beautiful felted creations, hats and garments and accessories back in New York. So I won't have any new Black Velvet roving for like another year. So what I did is I held on to the last however many ounces I have, I can't remember for sure, so that I could create these sampler packs for you for this year. So that determines how many I can offer for sale and how many spots I have for spinning, to spin into yarn for you. Okay, that's enough of that. Just be aware that those are going to go on sale in November. And if you are in the Ravelry group, you can sign up for updates, for ear burn updates. So that's a thread in the Blaine Fleece and Fiber group as well. Or you can comment here and say, hey, I want to get ear burns on Ravelry. Maybe I should start a newsletter so that you guys get emails for updates. I hadn't thought about that yet, but maybe I should start doing that too. Well, anyway, I'll give that some more thought. Don't you love these unedited vlogs where it's pretty much stream of consciousness what's coming out of my brain? Yeah. Okay, moving right along, we're going to talk about Sam. Sam came to us in June, I believe, June or July, and he is a 3-year-old blue-faced Leicester Wether, so he's a castrated male. He originally came from Montana, and he had a brother named William, and he had a flock of Wensleydales, I believe, Wensleydale ewes, and they were all owned by a gal pretty close to me, about maybe 20 minutes from here. And she ended up having to move away, so she had to find homes for everybody. And I was lucky enough to get Mr. Sam. She named him Sentimental Sam, and because he's just such a love. And so, of course, you guys knowing my desire for Tolkien names for my flock, he became Samwise Gamgee. And he's a good boy. He's really a very sweet-natured guy. He does get a little aggravated when the little sheep get near him, and he was really anxious for sweet feed or bread or whatever's going on. And so he does these little karate kicks like Panda Bear does. And I've also caught Black Velvet doing it too. So I think that's how sheep kick. And they look like little, I hate to say Nazi salutes, but that's really kind of what it looks like. Little Nazi karate kicks. Yeah, okay. But really, he's a gentle giant. He likes to be brushed. Lots of my sheep are getting used to being brushed. And he got a good brushing yesterday, so you can kind of see on his back, he's kind of fluffed out there. And he is so soft. He's not a purebred BFL. He has just a smidge of Gotland in his genetics, and all that's going to do is make it even more gorgeous, make that BFL fleece even more gorgeous. I'm really looking forward to spinning some of his wool. I received some bags of his fleece, his and his brother's fleece, from their previous owner, and that's getting processed up at the mill right now, up at Fibers First in Post Falls. And that's, like I said, that's going to be part of the sampler pack. I'm really excited to spin it. Really, really excited to get my hands on that and just see what it feels like. So he is a sweet boy, and we're glad to have him. Now, what you may have noticed is that, hi Rosie, hello baby girl. All the little sheep are here in the yard. Oh, hi Panda Bear. Yeah, you're gorgeous. Yeah, little sheep are here in the yard, and the big sheep are locked up over here. This is a new development, unfortunately. Cupcake decided to start beating up on Black Velvet, and granted, Black Velvet gave back as much as she got, but I think Cupcake was in heat. I really think that I think this is the first year that it really affected her, and ewes can get pretty territorial and snotty to other ewes when they're in heat, even if there's not a ram around, which there isn't here. Cupcake, you are so funny. Am I talking about you? I can hardly see your little face, but she's there. I don't know if you can see it at all. Peeking out at me like, I'm sorry. Anyway, she started beating up Black Velvet pretty badly, and then of course Daisy has to join in. And every year when I start feeding hay, Daisy gets real pushy and starts swinging her head and hitting the little sheep, and that drives me nuts. Every year I go through this, oh my gosh, maybe I need to get rid of the big sheep, oh my gosh. And went through that when Cupcake she hit Panda Bear so hard, she launched Panda Bear into my leg. So Panda Bear's head hit my leg so hard it about knocked me down. And you all know how I feel about Panda Bear being picked on or anything bad happening to her. And then Daisy knocked Black Velvet down, and we had a few crazy days. And then, of course, all the little sheep got sheared, and that makes everybody act nuts as well because they all smell and look different. So everything got real bad, and I finally just decided either the big sheep all have to go to a new home or they have to be kept separate for about 6 months out of the year. And that's not ideal, but because of what happened to Rosie when Marigold decided to darn near kill her, and almost did because of her getting so sick from the stress, I just realized they've got to be kept separate. And yes, I'm turning away. I'll let you go potty over there, Cupcake. Thank you. Yeah, I could find a new home for these guys, but you all know how soft-hearted I am, and it was hard enough giving up Lily and Marigold. We hadn't had them very long. I don't know that I could get Daisy and Cupcake. And yeah. And the reason Sam is in here with them is that he got really attached to Daisy and Cupcake when he joined the flock. I think he felt like he had a mama and a sister. He had big sheep to take care of him, who would protect him, you know, when all those scary wolves come, which we don't have. You are so sniffy. Yes, I love you. So he would have been unhappy if he had to be separated from Daisy and Cupcake. So that's why he's in with the big girls. And you know, it's fine. We have 2 barns. Excuse you. We have this little barn here, which is a good size for these 3 big sheep. And then we have that bigger barn up on the hill, which is fine for the little sheep. And this keeps... This episode isn't about you, Cupcake. I already did your episode. This keeps Daisy from hitting the little sheep when they're all trying to eat hay together. Keeps Sam from karate kicking the little sheep. Keeps Cupcake from beating up the old sheep. Yeah. Oi. So, we are keeping our big sheep. 6 months of the year they'll be separated. When they're not in heat and there's no competition for hay, when they're just out grazing, they're fine. So that's why I figure they can stay. And they're already kind of our babies. They're just big babies. Yeah, you are. So that's the story around here. When David is home, he lets him out, of course, and he keeps an eye on him. And Elise spent a lot of time outside yesterday, making sure nobody was beating each other up. And then when I'm outside, we, you know, basically when we're outside, we can let them out together and just keep an eye on things. But I can't risk someone getting hurt. No, I can't. No. You're kind of hogging the camera, you know. Yes, you are. So, we're happy to have Sam, but he is definitely the last big sheep that I am going to ever have. These 3 can live out their lives here, and that is fine. I'm happy to have them, and I love their wool. I appreciate the gorgeous wool that they grow for us. But if I ever do add to the flock, it will have to be smaller sheep again. I really like... Obviously, I'm in love with the Icelandics, and I am in love with the Finn. The Finns are so sweet, and their wool is so gorgeous. I kind of don't see any point in not just sticking with Icelandics and Finns. Huh, Garnet? He says yes. So this is a really short episode today. It was a gorgeous day, so I wanted to come outside and get some video of our lovely October blue skies and the pretty trees. This is my favorite month. I think a lot of people feel that way. Yes, it's my favorite month, Garnet. Let's see, as you guys can see, they all got sheared. This time I took them, well, the 7 little ones, I took them to Martin's house instead of going to our shearing bee that we usually go to. Martin only lives about 10 minutes away from me, so as opposed to driving 30 minutes out to where the shearing bee was, this just makes so much more sense. The other cool thing that will be coming up in the next couple of years is I'm going to learn how to shear myself. Not shear myself like shear me, but I will be doing... You guys probably could have figured that out. I'm going to be doing the shearing myself in a stand, and Martin has expressed interest in building me a sheep stand. Is it your turn for some attention? Yes, you sweet girl. You're such a sweet girl. So I'm going to be learning how to do that. This time around, I learned how to trim hooves, and so I did everybody's hooves, and probably didn't do the greatest of jobs, but it got done. Yes, it did. So it's a good feeling to know that over time, yeah, I saw that tail wag, that over time, I can hopefully do these jobs myself. It will cost less money that way, and it won't involve having to haul them places. And they're much happier if they can just stay home. Oh, sweethearts. Well, that's kind of getting tight. Yeah, your collar's a little tight. Okay, I won't do it right now. So that's what's happening here. Sam has performed well for this video. He yawned twice for you. And he stretched his little leggies. Yes, you did, big boy. I wish you would get up so they could see how tall you are. He's about the same height as Daisy. I don't think he's quite as tall as Cupcake, because she's a little bit taller than her mom. But he is a big boy. And he loves apples and bread and sweet feet, of course. He's learned quickly that those are good things. One thing that's kind of fun about him, Mikey, when we had Mikey, he used to put his head on my chest, like lift his head way back so it was like sticking straight up in the air. His nose was pointed to the sky, and then he would lay his head on my chest waiting for me to give them some food. And Sam, you're in his shot, honey. Is it your turn? It's not your episode yet, darling. So Sam does that same thing, but he kind of hits a little bit. So he lifts his head way up and then thunk, puts it on my chest. It's like, Mommy, I want food now. I want apples. So he knows how to work me just like the rest of these woolly despots. Yes, don't you, sweet things? Yes, you do. Alrighty. I definitely wanted to keep this one under 20 minutes, and I think I'm going to make it. So thank you very much for watching. These vlogs are not going to be edited or fancied up at all. It's just me coming out and talking about each sheep, letting each sheep have their own episode so you can learn a little bit about them. And today we learned about Sam and what a handsome boy he is. And you got a lot of good nose shots of Cupcake, which is always fun. So thank you so much for watching. And again, check me out. Check out Blaine Fleece and Fiber all over social media. I think the only thing I'm not on is Twitter. I'm kind of on Pinterest, but not really. So you know where to find me. I'm here on YouTube, obviously. And I hope that you'll check out all the fun stuff we have going on in the Ravelry group. Join in our alongs and sign up for update earburns. And just keep checking out Blaine Fleece and Fiber. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.